What if the fastest way to change your life was to change your brainwaves? Not through some futuristic technology, but by using a natural state you already enter every day without even realizing it. That state is the hypnotic state. That's also known as trance. And hypnosis is the process we use on our own or with a guide to enter that state and work within it. But what exactly is hypnosis and how does it work? And why does it hold the key to real lasting change? So let's unpack it. First, forget the movies. Hypnosis is not mind control. It's not sleep. And it's not something weird that happens to you. In fact, the hypnotic state, known as trance, is a completely natural state of focused attention and heightened suggestibility. So it's similar to what happens when you're deeply absorbed in a book or lost in thought while driving or watching a movie and crying over characters who don't even exist. In those moments, your conscious mind relaxes and your subconscious becomes more open and receptive. That's trance, and it's something you already experience multiple times a day, just not intentionally. Now, when you use hypnosis, you're intentionally entering into that state and using it to create change from within. So here's what's actually happening in the brain. You have two key parts of your mind. You have your conscious mind, which analyzes, filters, judges, and thinks logically, and your subconscious mind, which stores your beliefs, your habits, your emotions, your patterns, and identity. Between the two is what we call the critical faculty. So think of it like a mental bouncer. It guards the door to your subconscious, keeping out suggestions that don't match your current programming. Now, hypnosis temporarily bypasses that bouncer. It quiets the conscious mind, often by slowing brainwaves into an alpha and then theta state, so that the suggestions you choose to give yourself can go deeper. It's like opening the back door to your operating system. You're not asleep. You're not unconscious, you're just in a different mode of awareness, more focused, more imaginative, more emotionally connected, and more open to change. Now, here's something important to understand. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. You can't be made to do something that truly goes against your core values, and you can pop out of the hypnotic state anytime you choose. With that said, trance can be triggered in subtle ways, sometimes even without you realizing it, but real lasting change still requires one key ingredient, which is your subconscious agreement. So the real work is always done by you. So if that's true, then why work with a hypnotist at all? Well, because the right guide can make all the difference. We simply facilitate it with you. So we help quiet the noise and guide you to the right depth and deliver the right suggestions in the right sequence so your subconscious can do what it's built to do: change, integrate, and rewire. Think of it like this. Your body already knows how to breathe, but a great coach can teach you how to breathe in a way that calms anxiety or boosts focus or expands your energy. It's the same with trance. You already know how to go into it. My job as a hypnotherapist is to guide you there with precision, so it becomes a tool you can use on purpose for transformation, healing, and growth. Now, you might be wondering, well, what about stage hypnosis? Is that fake? No, not at all. Stage hypnosis is real, but it's not magic. It's where performance meets permission. Here's what's really going on. The hypnotist selects highly suggestible volunteers, people who are already open and willing and eager to be a part of the show. And those individuals follow the suggestions because they want to, not because they're being controlled. It's play, right? It's an agreement. It's trance used for fun. But the participants are not pretending or faking it. They are genuinely following the suggestions they are given as long as they agree to them. On the stage, hypnosis is used for entertainment. Hypnotherapists, however, use it for empowerment. So we help you go inward, not to perform, but to transform, if you will. I remember the first time I was hypnotized by a hypnotherapist, and even though I knew everything I've just told you, I was still expecting something more magical and strange, like I was going to drift off into some other universe. But the process of slipping into trance wasn't dramatic at all. In fact, I started to think that I was doing something wrong. I was sitting in a quiet room, eyes closed and breathing, but my conscious mind was very alert and questioning. But then as I continued to follow the guidance, something shifted. My body started to feel heavy and light at the same time. The chattering voice in my head started to quiet down, and images that I imagined became much more vivid. My mind became eventually peaceful. And for the first time in a long time, I heard a different voice inside. One that didn't sound like fear or doubt or old stories. It sounded like a voice of truth. That's the power of hypnosis. It's not about control, it's about clarity. Accessing the part of you that already knows what needs to shift and giving it the space to do so. So, to recap, trance or the hypnotic state is a natural focus state. And hypnosis is the process we use to access that state. And it lets you bypass the critical, judgmental part of your mind. It opens access to your subconscious where the real patterns live. And in that space, you can install new suggestions, break old patterns, and rewire how you think, feel, and show up in life. You don't need to force change. You just need to work at the right level of the mind. At Subconscious Academy, that's what we're here to help you do. Curious how your subconscious might be influencing your habits, decisions, or even your confidence? Head to subconsciousacademy.com and take the free mind control assessment. Or just click the link nearby. In just a few minutes, you'll get a personalized snapshot of where subconscious patterns might be holding you back and how to start shifting them. Remember, breakthroughs begin within. Bye for now.